Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Very good morning, everyone. Let's settle down. So, a few important points to be shared, and then we do certain calculations with respect to certain topics that we have covered in the past. Some students who have not gone through those topics will just observe and learn, make a note of the equation and how to solve, and maybe keep your doubts parked. Okay. We have Usaid, Suchita, Muskan, Ukul, Prerit, Karishma. Very good morning, good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. I think we are waiting for a couple of more students. Until then, settle down, go through your notes. Right now, wherever you are in your journey of learning navigation, how do we track that? We track that with respect to how many lectures you have attended, with the sessions that I've shared with you, or you have gone through live. Just give me a text message right now, just how you give for your RT exams. Okay. Just message me that right now. Where do you stand? How much? That'll tell me what all topics you have covered, what all topics you are yet to cover, or study, or learn, or master. When we say covering topic, we generally mean that we study it at a level where we can answer all questions related to that. So today we are going to solve a few complicated questions first, see where we stand, see how to do it. We are going to cover all the topics and the level 3 or level 4 subject matter for those topics with respect to or with the point of view of the examinations, so that you can be quickly ready to appear for the exam as well as gain whatever knowledge is left. Very warm welcome once again, Jyotsna, and who else? I hope you're all settled in and you'll tell me if you have completed everything given to you so far. Some of you all might have done everything with respect to lectures. Some of you all might have done. I want to see how much. So just drop that as a text message right now. I've got two updates. Muskan and everyone. And yes, students, couple of conversations we'll be having today, mostly in the evening. Feel free to call me anytime after 6 o'clock or 7. Okay. So I'm going to start with some questions. Okay. Students, give me this update on our chat portal. Zoom, not Zoom, sorry. We are using WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Okay. Leave there all study updates that I'm asking. Okay. And never delete our. Suchita, weight and balance. Have you not taken any session on weight and balance? Or do you want to just practice more complicated questions there?
So I had attended one lecture, but I did not attend it, the full lecture, live lecture, because I had RT in December. So that is pending,
So,
that
so
lecture.
right. No, no, don't worry. Nothing is pending. We'll cover everything. I want another update with respect to lectures or sessions missed or done. Please be clear about it. Read it very clear.
So,
Yeah.
okay,
You
sir.
just mentioned weight and balance. I need to know lectures. Jyotsna, just do that. Muskan, give me an update on your nav. Just drop me a message. Give me quick updates. This is better. Instead of verbally discussing one by one, where we could take a lot of time, you just give me your nav update and your nav plans ahead. When do you plan to appear for the exam? Whatever your mindset is right now. So that I know accordingly, I'll give you individual attention wherever we can. We will, of course, like navigation. I'll be doing a fixed schedule now for us. So I'm thinking probably tomorrow or day after, we'll have an evening session, 4 o'clock onwards. So you'll get an update today. And then we'll continue that time almost every day. and fine tune and have understanding. Quickly give me your updates. Suchita Prerit has given me the updates. How about others? Krishma, drop me a message, WhatsApp. Chalo. And then we'll start with our exercise. A very short session today to just get into the flow and to understand where we are and what we are intending to do. Okay. The students who have not yet got their computer numbers. So if your discussion with me is still pending today, right now or during the session, after the session, drop me a message. Let me know. I'll go through your verification and give you a quick update. And yes, and other conversations also. Like yesterday, we were supposed to talk, couple of us. Besides, I would want to talk to you also. This afternoon we are doing regulation. So everybody who has not yet started regulations or had started and is waiting to continue or just planning will be joining. Today we'll be doing an interesting topic, easy, and then again we'll be doing more of regulations. So the last thing I have to update with respect to students who are also doing metrology. Understand, we are going to finish off the topics, whether you've cleared not, you're free to attend those lectures or keep it for later if you have to clear other papers you've cleared met. And those sessions will finish in a short period of time because the base is done. So anyone who's not started metrology, it's you tell me today, just drop me a text again that sir, I have not yet started. So I'll help you get started parallelly with the met. So finally you can study 7-8 hours every day and get into that rhythm again where a maximum time as much as you can give students who are fully dedicated to this. 7-8 hours you give every day, I'll give you a nice schedule. You study live, and whenever you don't have live, you'll be given tasks, study tasks, self-study tasks, and of course, you will have to study by yourself also when it comes to regulations. Whatever you learn in class, you'll have to try to memorize or store that knowledge in your long-term memory. So let's say we are doing personal licensing and regulation. So a lot of key points that you need to remember. Once we discuss, once we understand, after that, you cannot expect your mind to recollect it directly in the exams once you have attended the session. In the session, you understand, you mark, make note, get that part of the PDF, take screenshots, make your quick notes. Okay, these are the points, these are the type of questions I can encounter. And then when you don't have a live session, when you have time, you study that same topic further, track such questions from all the sources that you have related to that topic and see if you can solve. And then in the next session, the first 15 minutes, we could have a discussion on those topics quickly and make a topic like regulations very interesting and very quick also. There is a strategy where you can effectively do something about CPL regulations in a short period of time, but it takes time. So we have all things we can do. But right now, just make sure that your personal update is also given. I have not yet got all messages here. That's it, okay? I hope it's clear. Nukul, lectures. I need to know the lectures, Nukul. I think you have been there in the session from the start. What
Yes, sir.
batch, which lectures, what is not there? That really tells me. So I'm aware about all lecture numbers and the topics discussed in them. If you tell me lecture numbers, so I'll tell you that about 50 or above 50 in F22. And then I think the rest of the lectures where I was not available for live, you have been given Z class lectures, I guess, for the
Yes,
final
sir.
topics. They are also very nice. They are actually, Z class is also a good set of sessions. Everything is current students. Nothing is outdated. So those are, I think, 17 lectures. If around 50 plus 17, I think 60, 70 sessions you're attending. It's a lot of in-depth study, students. Okay. A lot of in-depth studies for navigation. You might feel that I don't have the exposure to solve exam related questions, and that is possible because this time is not enough to study everything. But yeah, we are doing that right now to prepare you ahead. So it's like a simple 1 by 60 rule application. I want everybody to go through 1 by 60 rule right now. Track error angle. Okay. What is the rule? 1 by 60 rule. How many degrees? 20 degrees. that connected with the airway center line. So the airway has a width of 10 nautical miles. They will ask you a question, how off track are you from the airway center line? If your required track is this, that track is this, so you make a triangle and you understand distance to go, height, and the angle. There's a relationship that comes through 1 by 60, and the knowledge that the airway width is 10 nautical miles. So either side, I'll have 5 nautical miles. Now, that link is something that you have to try to let your mind read it, and it comes with experience. So for that, you have to try and practice. So Hemant, Chaitanya, Jyotsna, Nukul, Muskan, Suchita, Karishma, Prerit, and Asad. Any questions about what I'm saying right now? You understand the plan, you understand the strategy. Everything can be done. And students who have been studying since some time right now. Okay, I hope you can hear me. And students who have been studying since some time right now, for you, don't worry, your base is very, very strong. All you have to do is some polishing work. It's easy, it's got to be very easy. You're going to finally taste success. All stations, a quick readability check to just see if you can hear me. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read?
Radio
Radio
5,
5,
Victor Tango Kilo Alpha Romeo.
Radio 5, Victor Tango, November, Kilo Charlie.
Radio 5, Victor Tango Papa Romeo Kilo.
Radio 5, Victor Tango, Mike Sierra Lima.
Radio 5, Victor Tango Uniform Sierra Delta.
Radio 5, Victor Tango, Juliet Yankee Oscar.
Radio 5,
Right.
Strength 5, Victor Tango Hotel Eco.
Evan, you also dropped me a message about your update on your NAP prep so far in terms of lecture number and whatever else you want to put in there. Okay. So students, tomorrow, the NAV class, I think, let me check. So some rescheduling is there. I'll just update you about it. 19th April, right? Tomorrow. We will not do 12:30 to 1400 navigation. Okay. We'll update you. If there's a nav class, it will only be after 4 o'clock. I'll tell you, okay? I'll confirm that with you. So that slot is free for you. And tomorrow, RT also we are not doing in the morning. So tomorrow, both the live lectures, some reason I'll not be there that time. So we are going to not do it tomorrow, okay? Remember, I will also be announcing it again on chat. But for you all, if you don't get the instruction, it's fine. If you get any other instruction that you have a session, only then you attend that, and that will be only in the afternoon, in case. Otherwise, day after tomorrow, you'll have your live sessions. So whatever you study today, that you will get to study tomorrow, especially regulations and navigation. Okay. Make the most of it and please follow my instructions. All right. That's very important. Okay. If you're not following my instructions, tell me, sir, I don't like your idea. I'm going to do something else, but you should know. Okay, good. Good job, everyone. कुछ और है, if you all want me to know with respect to nav or anything, just drop me a message. And remember, this evening, feel free to call me. I'm available to take all your calls. The class, okay? Not others. So we'll start with a few random topics. Get ready, get your CX3, digital or physical right now. Get your scientific calci. See if you are aware about your formulas. 1 by 60, go through it, flip your pages. Be ready to answer if I ask you any questions. Be ready to note down questions. I would like to set a timer for every question that we all solve. You can make a wild guess. You can do a calculated guess. If you don't know answers through your memory, you can try and refer your notes to find the answer. But then you'll tell me in the end how you got the answer. Okay. If there's a point that we could discuss right now about the particular topic, we will discuss. Or we'll try to solve few more questions. And all the topics we'll discuss later on. in one flow. So that way you could also read about the topic first, and then we could have a very good, very quick session to cover all those points. Our ultimate goal is not to clear the exam by appearing for the exam, but our goal is to clear the exam now in whichever session we give, maybe in the next 5 days or 10 days also. Our goal is to understand all topics and related to those topics, whatever calculations we are required to find or problems are solved, solutions are to be found through the numerical that we have learned, numericals, or theoretical knowledge as to what is important in what aspect, what is the error, what is the sensitivity. I understand every topic will have certain important points, weaknesses, strengths, benefits, principle, types, and a lot of new elements, especially with a topic like gyro. So I don't mind doing quick sessions for new topics or other topics also. But please make sure whenever you're free, you finish those set of lectures also with an everyday update with me. You don't do it on your own. Talk to me every day. That's the idea. Chalo, write down the first question. You will find these questions in one of the texts as well, but right now you'll not refer to that. We will, of course, try to manipulate a little bit here and there, play with the questions. Okay, the first question is, it's a simple two-liner question. Explain 1/60 rule. Okay. Now, question number 1, you'll write in your notes. Of course, L1 kilo 23 is the code for you to track down these sessions. Question number 1, explain 1/60 rule. Now, whatever you can, write couple of lines, explain the diagram and the formula, and then application. Where all is it applicable? Now, based upon this, I'm giving you a theoretical question that I will share on screen that will have an MCQ. For that, you give me an MCQ based answer. So right now, I'm assuming you all are writing that 1/60 thing. Chaitanya, I'm not sure where are you with respect to your now, because I think you're attending the live session for the first time. I want you to just observe and learn. If anything is a bouncer to you, feel free to either stay or, just stay and observe if you have the time. Eventually, you have to learn those things. So, I mean, yeah, for you, that's the instruction right now. And students, kindly acknowledge, okay? Whatever I talk to you about, Zoom chat, acknowledge that, yeah, I'm listening, I'm getting it. I hope you're writing the answer. Taking it easy today. Very simple day. Gotta make it very productive. Don't really have to panic thinking about navigation. Make a very smart, very calm approach, very professional approach. We don't be too aggressive. We be very gentle so that all the information that is stored in our minds can be retained in our minds. I've seen y'all work hard, study hard. I've seen y'all try to remember all topics. Of course, you understand when you say there are no doubts. But still, then I see that you're unable to crack the questions. Why is that? You might always feel that I've not been taught everything or I have not studied everything. But do you really think that's a possibility after covering so much? Think about it. If that's the case, you start doing further reading from other textbooks about the topics and then discuss. Can you explain this? Can we have a session on this? I'm not really getting this. That's it. What else will be left then? Or you give yourself some time to try to understand through reverse calculation what the question is all about. That's something that really helps you, after learning the basics, to come up with answers. Because two answers are incorrect, one is correct. So it's not that difficult. Like I always say, it's one of the easiest examinations because one of the correct answers, one of the three answers is correct and it's right in front of you. Okay. So never forget that. If you think about it carefully, the answer is right in front of you. Done with your answers, please submit. WhatsApp. You know where to submit. You have the contact. Just send it there. So question number 1, explain 1 by 60 rule. You will give me the diagram. You will give me the formula, and then you'll give me the applications. I'm looking for 2 applications. Yeah, you won't get descriptive answers and questions. That's good for you. This is the only place you're doing it right now. I don't have to write much. I want to see your understanding. It's very practical. It's a good thing to know this, to master this. 10 to 15 questions in the examination can be based upon this theory. Think about it, 10 to 15 if you master. There are complicated questions and then there are easy questions. If you know how to solve easy questions, you will get 40, 45, 50 easily. Anybody who doesn't even study much is able to score that much. I hope you're thinking about what I'm saying. Any student who doesn't even prepare well can score easily 50, 55. Those are the easy questions. The real examination becomes when the margin is less. And that is for those other 50 questions where you have to get 25 minimum. Let's say 20, 70 is passing, right? So out of 50, you need to get 20. And then the correct easy ones, out of 50, you need 50. 50 plus 20, 70. Like that. So in order to get 70, you have to get 80. So 30 out of 50 is a very small margin. In that, if you get all trick questions, then you think the paper is tough because you're not confident about the answer. So I'll show that to you, okay, in one of the numericals that we'll do. You have 3 options. You see the question, but you think you don't know the answer. And then you think you will solve, and then you'll try to match that answer with what you get. Sometimes that could be correct, sometimes that could not be correct. The times when it is not correct is the time. The time when it is not correct is the time when you're facing a trick question. And those are the areas where you're missing out points or marks in the exam. So you somehow manage to clear 15. So you get up to 65. For you, 15 is also big because you've been thinking doing that. But what about the others? And why you're not marking the correct? When you're marking out of the 3 options, why are you marking the incorrect one? Why do you think that is correct? You know you have studied, you have done everything. Why do you think the incorrect one is correct? So you're marking 100 out of 100. Why you're not getting 100? So why are you marking wrong? Simple question then. So you need to first evaluate or remove the wrong options. We have to think about that situation. Whatever you have studied will come to you and click. 5 minutes, any problem can be solved. That's the rule, if you think about it. In exams, we don't get 5 minutes for every question. That's the practice we need. Okay, your answers, please. Question number 2. Okay. For a 3-degree glide slope, aircraft is 12 nautical miles from runway threshold find aircraft safe height to be maintained at that point. It's a very simple question for those who know how to do it. Those who don't know, there is a formula and there is a picturization of the equation. So you first sketch laterally the situation. So here we make a runway because they're talking about a runway. Okay. You can make a runway like this, a straight line also, a threshold. Now this runway is such that the traffic flow is this. This is the traffic flow. Now glide slope angle is measured with respect to the horizontal. So we extend the horizontal. So this is the glide path of the aircraft maintaining with the runway center line. On a 3D figure, it will look like this. Then the glide path is at an angle from this horizontal. And if you go to the theory of ILS, so right now when you're talking about glide path 1/60, you also go and refer theory of ILS in your mind as your final prep for the exam. So when you talk about ILS, there are two signals modulated at two different frequencies. And those two signals, they have lobes like this. Many lobes. Why lobes? Every radiated signal has a polar diagram. That polar diagram shows you the strength and the reach of that particular signal. The signal is never in just one line. It's like a spray, a huge spray, continuous spray, like a wave. Okay. It is like a huge beam. It's like smoke, you can say. So for us, generally what we come across, the diagrams will be for two particular main signals like this and like this. And wherever they collide in the center or coincide, we call it equisignal. This angle made is called the glide path. We also call this glide slope. So for you, it becomes which frequency is where 90 hertz and 150 hertz. That's it. Whenever you are tuning to this particular radiation pattern, you are saying you are tuning to that particular ILS. How to tune into that particular ILS? Every aerodrome, every airport fitted with VHF nav aids or other radio nav aids, if they have a modern or one of the most common navigation instrument in the cockpit, then that will give us a instrument that looks like this, where you mention the maintenance of the aircraft on the runway center line or the airway center line, this line, When you are in air, it becomes airway center line, and when you're aligned with the ILS, it becomes the runway center line. And this particular line can become your glide path on arrival. So if you are maintaining that particular safe angle of glide to land, which is a very important factor to land, then this particular bar will be in the center. So for you to land, you need a perfect plus like this. Anything above or below means you are either above the glide path or below the glide path. By how many degrees? There are certain dots that define the number of degrees. What happens when you're above the glide path, below the glide path? When you're above the glide path, you will overshoot the runway. When you're below the glide path, you'll undershoot the runway. It is not safe. It can cause structural damage and further problems. The glide path angles can go up to 5 degrees or 5.5 degrees also. Certain areas where there are mountain valley runways and mountains and all. But ICAO expectation and requirement on a general basis is 3 degrees, majority of the aerodromes in the world. Now, using this similar concept, you can also find out rate of descent required. As to if this is the height, if I know the speed, then what should be my rate of descent so that by the time I reach the runway threshold or touchdown point, let's say this is the start point, I should touch here, right? So everything is calculated and you observe on your instruments. So rate of climb, rate of descent on the vertical speed indicator. So you master vertical speed indicator theory as well at the same time. Because questions given to you in the exams would be combined. How combined? They'll talk about an instrument. They'll talk about how the instrument is visually looking to you. Then they'll talk about what is the numerical value for the particular calculation related to further degrees of track or degrees of the glide slope or the runway center line. Whether you are left or right, what's the orientation. So that becomes complicated for you because you're not used to flying a plane to get information through the instruments. But the exam is only talking about what you will be doing regularly in the life as a pilot. So don't worry about it. Prepare yourself accordingly. If you think instrument is different, general nav equations are different, and if you keep them separate, then whatever you get for general nav, you will not be able to do it correctly if it has instrument elements. That's how your mind is working right now, nothing else. You know everything, you've studied everything. This is the only difference between students who are clearing and students who are struggling. And now you will get that because you're finding out these little things that you can work upon. So now for me, I want to maintain this angle. This angle is 3 degrees. So I'll make this diagram again. 3 degrees. And where am I from the runway? I am at 12 nautical miles. Now this distance is given to me. I'm somewhere here. So this, if this is the angle that I'm making 3 degrees. Now, of course, this is not 3 degrees. This is over exaggerated because this is 90 degrees. Okay, 3 degrees will be very slight, students, very slight. But we are magnifying it for the purpose of learning. So if this point becomes my safe height, simple. What is the safe height? They are asking. They can also complicate the equation and they'll tell you, find aircraft safe height. Now I'll give you another variant of this after we solve this. How to find the safe height? And the safe height will be in feet. So if this is in feet, then this has to be in feet. First thing that comes to my mind as a student. That's a numerical, they're going to confuse us. What happens, students who know the formula will also not focus upon the conversions. They'll simply use nautical miles here, get the answer and mark the incorrect option, which will match with that particular answer to an incorrect solution. This is their job, moderators. But you need to know the formula. So what is the formula? So we talk about couple of terms from math, trigonometry, but we don't need to know trigonometry. But this helps you remember the formula in variety of methods. On a bad day in the exam, if you forget one of the formula methods, you can always fall back upon this little equation over here. What are we doing right now? 1/60 numerical solution with respect to an approach that will help you get all answers correct to all your questions, provided you have studied whatever you're required to study. Simple. Remember, learn, practice, give, correct. Couple of topics like this, if you understand and learn with me, rest, stiff, we will be doing questions and you will be getting it like that. Okay, make the most of it. This is high quality learning, students. If you see 20 minutes being spent upon the explanation of one equation, you know you're getting something that is incomparable because it will get you 15 to 20 marks. So this is smart work. So what's the formula? I've got your notes. Very good. Let me check. Randomly couple, I will check if they're right or wrong. I have also got answers to this. Okay. Karishma, very well done. So let's understand that this height will be measured vertically from the ground. So this here in yellow becomes my right angle triangle. So this can be referred as the angle alpha, okay? And then we can find the value of this angle. How to find? The formula is pretty simple, and the formula is valid for angles up to 20 degrees. After this formula is not applicable with precision. This is a gift of nature, but with limitations. So wherever you see a right angle triangle, and if you see an angle in a situation like this, you can find an equation where you can find the value of this angle with a simple formula, and you here add the number 60 in that formula because it is said 1 by 60. So the 60 has huge relevance here. Sometime when you are doing further studies after your exams, I can also show you the how the 60 comes in. It's from a circle and pi, nothing else. A circle is divided in 360 degrees. So 1 degree, 1, 360. You know the key 60, 360. These two words are where general navigation is completely based. So the formula is theta or angle, whatever angle you are measuring, is equal to opposite upon adjacent into 60. Okay. Karishma, very well done, but I can't. Okay. I can see a formula. Theta, you can mention it as theta also, the angle. Now, what is this opposite and what is this adjacent? Very simple. This is the angle. So opposite to the angle is this side, this vertical distance. For us, this is safe height, which we don't know, which we have to find out. What is adjacent? Adjacent connected to the angle. There are two adjacents that we see, this one and this one. This one is justified or denoted as adjacent. So what is this called? As this is directly opposite to the 90-degree angle, in math, it is called hypotenuse. Okay. Now you also know there are certain calculations you can solve using the 90-degree hypothesis theorem or the formula. One side square is equal to whatever 90 degree. But we don't have many applications of that in our CPL numericals that we come across. But this is what we come across from a right angle triangle. Might be something new for most of y'all. But it is easier than the Pythagoras theorem. It is a key to finding lost directions. It is a key to find rate of descent. It is a key to find safe height. Or it is key to find safe distance from touchdown also at a particular height. Or it can also help you find glide slope angle if you are at the safe height and a safe distance from the touchdown. A lot of things can be found. Track error angle, track made good, required track, deviated off track, visual navigation, dead reckoning is also a part of this formula where you get track error angle, total correction angle, closing angle. Remember, students, interesting things. Easily 20 to 25 marks in your pocket if you master this concept. And then finally, the same concept is connected with VOR. That's it. Nothing else. So you see, one concept connected to all the major elements. Now you know what to target first, how to prepare. It's a simple question. We'll complicate the question. This is the formula. So my adjacent is 12 nautical miles. I need to make sure the units are same, or you find the answer, say height in nautical miles, then convert it into feet. Both are possible. It's just a math equation. But be careful. So this is the formula. So my 3-degree angle is equal to opposite, that is my height, which I don't know. Adjacent, that is 12 nautical miles into 16. Now I just need to be very nice with my calculations like this. This I need to master. You can either do it directly on your scientific calcs, or you can first change the positions of numericals here and there and then do it. So you keep height wherever it is. Whatever you need, height is equal to, and then whatever you see here, if it is multiplication, it will become division. And if this is division, it will become multiplication on the other side. So 3 into 12, this is nautical miles, divide by 60 is what I get. I get my height. Okay, you can do it your way also, students. Make sure you don't do incorrectly and do everything on the calc. Don't do mental math in navigation. Mental math only in your methodology. Now, if this is a nautical mile, then the answer to be gotten in feet, you'll have to convert nautical mile in feet. So let's try this way quickly. 12 into 3 divided by 60. I get 0.6. Now, what is the 0.6? Is it correct? My height. 0.6 feet doesn't make sense. See, that will be another way your mind should tell you. Now, someone please convert 0.6 into feet. Use your CX3. Give me your answers in the Zoom chat.
7.
Come on, quick, easy. What are you saying, Nukul? Cross-check your answer, Nukul. Everybody has access to the CX3. There's an online link you could use to practice. Very realistic. I'm getting same answers from all of y'all, but Nukul, your answer, I'm not matching with others. Why? It's okay. Take your time. Fix it. So this height becomes in nautical miles. Therefore, 0.6 nautical mile in feet. Nukul, cross check.
So first we need to convert 12 nautical miles into feet.
Right now, what we are doing, we are using nautical miles only. So whatever answer you're getting of feet, it is in nautical miles. Convert that into feet. So use 12 only in the equation. There are two ways to go about it. Either convert nautical miles in feet and then solve, or solve in nautical miles, then the answer you convert in feet. So right now we are talking about converting the answer in feet. जल्दी करो नुकुल, कितना मुश्किल थोड़ी है. क्या कंफ्यूजन है? Students, you will not get different answers. You will get same answers. Who's getting different answers? You will not get different answers. It's just basic math, students. Cross check. How much is 12 nautical miles in feet?
72913 feet.
Then use that in the calculation properly, students. Come on, quickly.
So,
Talk to me. Why is only
answer-
Nukul talking? Yeah.
the answer is 3645.65 feet.
So the answer is same. सबको गलत क्यों आ रहा है आंसर? Check, check, check. Anyway, the correct answer could be a rounded off figure, 3,600 feet or something, but we'll compare the options, okay? But you won't get a question where you play with unit and get different answers. That is not possible. If you're getting it, you're doing a mistake right now, students. Fix that mistake. Or you have found a loophole in the formula that can get you wrong. Study this matter quickly. Prerit, cross-check your answer. Trying to share the screen. So here you don't really need the options because 3600 is what I've confirmed right now. So you get a correct answer, you try to match it with the options. The options could be anything now, but try to solve it the other way and quickly give me an update, students. What's wrong?
So can we use from the direct formula also for 3-degree gyroscope?
What direct formula?
Height is equals to 3 into 100 into range in nautical miles. For 3-degree gyroscope, this is the direct formula which you have given.
Try, compare your answers. See if you're getting the same answer.
So it's coming 3600 feet.
Yes,
But
why not? The direct formula is only applicable for 3 degrees. It's a rounded off version, easier version. You can always keep that, but this is also going to give you the same thing. The direct formula is also, what do we say? It's just nothing. It's just how you get 100. It's just the division factor, nothing else. But yeah, Jyotsna, what are you saying?
So, sir, with this, the formula theta is equals to height upon range into 60. We are getting 3645.67. If the both the options are given in the MCQ, then what we have to take?
Then the rounded off is less accurate. The direct formula is less accurate than the one that we use. So that's what I will say. I don't think you will get a situation like that, students. They will not give you such close answers. If they're giving you such close answers, then the direct formula will always be less accurate than the real formula. Remember that. So that should tell you which is the more answer much more closer to the correct answer. So accurate कौन सा हो गया? ये accurate हो गया. तो ये जाना चाहिए आपका correct answer then. समझ रहे हो? Which one? Theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent into 60. If you get both. So question में अगर 3600 something जो अभी आ रहा है वो आएगा 3650 and 3600, then you mark 3650 as the correct answer. Okay, students? Okay, Jyotsna?
Affirm, sir.
अच्छे से पूछना है सब कुछ, students? I might sound I'm pushy and all. No, but it's not like that. I think the concept is simple, so I'll quickly answer. If you don't get the answer, you keep asking, okay? Like, sir, or be, like, that is something I really like. But generally, what you get, 3654, and what the options you will get, generally, you'll get option, the closest option to this one, most of the times would be 3600 only. So you always compare. The other way to compare which option is closer to the answer you have got. Let's say you've got 3675. So 3675 is closer to 3600 or 3650. So 3675 is closer to 3650. So the difference is 25 and 75. So your correct answer would be 3650 in that case, where your answer and the two near options, which one is closer to your answer then? Simple logic. And then, of course, direct formula is less accurate, always remember. And wherever you use 6,000 feet for conversion in older methods, general navigation, which you have shortcuts to use actually, that is also less accurate because generally it's 6080, which is also an average. So the length of a nautical mile is different on different latitudes. Remember, students, go back to Earth. The average is 6080 feet. Okay, something to think about. See, I am getting distance 72913. So theta, okay. 1 second, okay. Quickly see. Easy. Wherever you're confused, let me know. But I want correct answers. Again, if I have to do it in a different way, something that we really take for granted, these simple things, students, please quickly focus here, is equal to opposite, that is the height that I want to find, upon adjacent, that is 72913 feet. Okay, height is also in feet, into 60. My theta is 3 degrees. Easy. Height upon same into 60. Now I'll multiply this 72913 into 3 upon 60 into h is equal to h. Students, if I make any mistake, silly mistake, correct me, okay? Sometimes that happens, okay? I just take the wrong value. Be careful, be alert. You also solve with me. And then you put the equation in the scientific calci. 72913 into 3, and you divide by 60. You get height in feet is equal to 3645.65. And this conversion, if I had to do here, conversion, then I'll show you again. See, in nautical mile, I'll change it into nautical mile, NM, then I'll press C, then I'll put 0.6 nautical mile, enter, go back and then press unit converter. I get 3645.67. 3645.67. So 3645 and 3645.67, 0.65, 0.67. I'm getting same answers in both areas. I don't know why you're not getting same answers. It's just finesse in these simple steps, students. I am confident even before I've seen the answer. Even when you are giving me different answers. This confidence is why? Because you're following the protocol. So you know you will come to the correct answer. Your two answers will not be different. It's mathematically impossible. Sometimes if we come across something like that, that's a learning experience for us. We learn something new. But why you're not getting the exact and why am I not getting the exact? Think about it. I've solved it right in front of you in a very rough possible way. You see my calculation. They're rough. You have to do rough calculations. You think this is in depth? Have you forgotten your math lectures from college? How neat they write? Do you think I give you notes like that? I do it on purpose so that you feel that, yeah, we don't have to do much of theory. Okay, simple. Your options we can add option A 3600, option B 3700. Okay. Option C 3800. Feet, feet, feet. Okay. What will be the correct answer? This will be the correct answer. It is closest to the answer that we are getting. So this answer you write as equal to 3600 feet. And that is the 1/60 rule. Any questions? Master this for the exams right now. Now, someone who had not studied anything, who is attending just this for the first time, you also have become a professional right now in solving this particular equation or mastering 1/60 at least in one possible way. Okay. Quickly solve this answer. Okay. I want anyone who can come up with this, the first two submissions. I'm going to see who is doing it, but correct, accurate. I don't mind you use feet to nautical mile to feet. Answer is going to be the same. Accurate answer is going to be. So you don't need to worry about thinking, oh, sir, I don't know what to choose. I want the one with accurate. Trust in the process. Use the scientific calci. 7 to 9 or 13.36 you can take in the scientific calc. You will get exact answers 0.67, 0.67. All you have to do is use this well and remember the formulas and the theory behind it. All right. Next question. Quickly, we're going to time it. Okay. In the exams, I think you get 90 seconds. It's enough overall combined. I'm going to give you 2 minutes right now. You know, your scientific CX3 also has a timer. Okay. Question number 3. You are at VABB ILS approach with iCAO standard glide slope. Okay. Now we are going to complicate the equation. Your altimeter reads aircraft height above ground at 4500 feet. Your range from runway is 14 nautical miles. Find how many feet is the aircraft above or below the safe height. Reading the question again. You are at VABB ILS approach with ICAO standard glide slope. Your altimeter reads aircraft height above ground at 4,500 feet. Your range from runway is 14 nautical miles. Find how many feet is the aircraft above or below the safe height. The question can be constructed in the last sentence in a different language, different grammar, but you get the gist. Your timer, just for practice, starts Your options are what are we asking? Students think, observe, look at the question. What are you marking? You are not required to ask your present glide path. You are not asked how many degrees you are above glide slope or below glide slope. It's not in degrees. It's your height. Find how many feet is the aircraft above or below the safe height. Simple. It will tell you whether you're going to undershoot or overshoot. Simple. It will mean that you're not on the glide slope. So how do you find it? You first find out the safe height. Then compare your present altitude with the safe height. You will get to know if you're higher or above. By how many feet? That also you will get to know. Now, this is something that you have to connect the dots. And please mention question number in your options, okay? The first student to answer, although it's an incorrect, so I'm not taking it. Your submissions are still open. And the timer is also almost done, but it's okay. We're not worried about the timer right now. I'm not getting answers. I want it on Zoom chat. We are 9 of us. Come on. I've told you the key. Chaitanya, कर पा रहे हो आप? Chaitanya, I cannot hear you. Read you one. Hemant, are you able to do it?
Yes, sir, I'm doing it.
Come on, just now. Answer first. Come on. First two. Usaid, are you getting it? अरे बातचीत ही नहीं कर रहे आप लोग. Kaishma, are you getting it? Muskan, Suchita, Prerit. Hemant, drop me a chat message on Zoom chat. Get used to it. Nukul, Kai. इतना कितना टाइम? क्यों? अभी तो सिखाया सब कुछ. कोई बात नहीं. Take your time. तुम्हारे if your options are not matching, then send me your correct answers. Say none of the above. My answer is something else like that. Anyone disputing the options? Confident about their answers? Change your options and compare your answers with the options that I'm giving you now. Okay. Also write question number and the correct option from these set of options. You can disregard this right now. Okay. See how this exercise builds up a little more confidence. Anyone who's not getting the answer, who's confused, feel free to talk to me. Okay, Muskan. Very good. Nukul, question number 3. Muskan, question number 3. Uh-huh. 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 Carefully, carefully. Answers are still incorrect and submissions are still open. Above or below? Think about it. If you still are correct with your option, then go ahead with that option. You should be confident. Okay, Chaitanya, Jyotsna, Nukul, Muskan. Very good. Okay, very good. Chalo. The correct answer is very simple. We will solve the equation. We can do the conversions later. 14 into 3 upon 60 is equal to safe high. Okay. Anyone who is not getting it, how, what, ask. Is equal to 0.7 nautical miles. It doesn't take more than 10 seconds to solve something because you will have the calcium and everything on hand to do it. Unit converter, nautical miles, C, 0.7, enter, go back. Sorry, back, convert feet. Is equal to 4253.28 feet. 4253.28 feet. Okay. This is my safe height. My actual height is 4500 feet. Okay. So safe height is 4253. Actual is 4500. I am higher. By how much? Simply deduct. Scientific calculation. 4253.28 minus 4500. What I cannot show in camera, I am reading it out. Okay. Is equal to, there's a difference of 246.72. Don't be confused with this minus sign thinking it's below because you have used first the safe height. This is just the difference. Yours is more, it means you are higher. So rounding off to the option 250 feet, you are higher. That is above the safe height. So that gives me the correct answer, A. Now these options you'll get if you make a simple mistake connected to the previous question. Okay, nobody got it, so good thing. But generally, when you do a lot of questions, a little bit of human factor related questions or calculator related memory based problems, although the computer doesn't have memory, it records the last input value for the sake of its effectivity because it thinks that all the values are connected to one flight plan that you're going to carry on board and execute. And it tries to help you with real life operations. That's what the calculator thinks. The computer, CX3, doesn't think it's being used for examinations. It thinks it is being used for real life. That's why it gives you that memory option, that memory which if you don't clear and press, one mistake can happen, which I'm glad nobody has gone through right now. So a pat on your back, everyone. I can see everybody's deeply involved in this. Any questions? Still, I have not got submissions from everyone. I don't know. Are you VIPs? You think you don't have to submit your correct answers or discuss your doubts? No matter who we are, we all have to do the hard work. Your explanations are fine, 1 by 60. It's applications are missing. Applications are missing in your answers. Prerit has given me application. Application distance and height with respect to what? During ILS approach, during landing. पूरा 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 नहीं तो रह जाएगा कुछ ना कुछ हमारा. Nukul, good one. Applications are not visible, but explanation is there, example is there. A very smart thinking about iCAO standard glide slope 3 degrees, everyone who has got the correct answer. I just explained iCAO basic requirement is 3-degree glide slope unless otherwise mentioned. Shreya is also answering. Very nice. Shreya, correct. Josna, very well mentioned. ROD also solved. Josna, for us, it's very important that we don't confuse the ROD questions here right now. We are not solving ROD. ROD, we have to reduce to 1 nautical mile always. Remember that, so that we get to know whatever the feet per minute. So how much are we going to travel in 1 minute? So we divide by 60 again, actually, hours into 60. Do not get confused, although the application is correct. That is not directly related to 1 by 60. There's a direct formula for that. But yeah, it is related. Very good thinking. But right now, we're keeping that separate. We'll be solving ROD sums again with respect to the instruments direct, which I'm not introducing right now with respect to the dots. 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot. But good thinking. We are going to solve it. Be very careful. Track error angle, good application, closing angle, total correction angle. That's what I'm looking for, students. When I say application, what I'm actually asking for. Focus on the keywords right now. Like Suchita has mentioned, VOR DME cross tracking to find safe height. Now, safe height for what? It is not practically applicable to find safe height for an aircraft on a cruising altitude. It needs a reference where it has to match the range 0 to 0. It needs to have a glide angle. The same could be with respect to VOR airway center lines. Off track situations. Required track made good. The difference is the track error angle. So you say the applications are in general navigation dead reckoning. The applications are to find the track error angle when we are deviated off track, to find the correction angles to reach the destination, to find the closing angles to reach the destination, to track or cross track with respect to VOR ground stations to maintain a proper path, to find if we are on the airway center line or off the airway center line and by how many degrees. Then we can find the safe height during a approach, instrument approach for glide slope angles of 3 degrees and other also, as long as the angles are up to 20 degrees or less. So the off-track values, track error angle values, track made good related sums, error angle corrections, all are valid as much for as long as the difference between the required track and the TMG or anything else, the height and the glide slope are 20 degrees or below. That's one restriction. It has multiple applications, couple we might have not mentioned right now. So you think about it, out of 30%, 40% of general nav, 7, 8, 9% is regulated by these concepts. They are in harmony with each other. We can underline it under 160, or we can underline it under general nav, or we can underline it under in-flight navigation, dead reckoning. It is something highly useful for every aviator. Even when your instruments fail, you will always have your stopwatch, last known speed, etc., etc., etc. Questions? Anyone who's not happy with the answers, not getting it, 1 by 60. Questions, anyone? Verbally give me a feedback, you have got it or not. Or if you cannot talk, only then give me a feedback, Zoom chat. Quick. All your pending questions, doubts, whatever you have ahead, make sure they're highlighted again. Slow and steady will follow it, correct it, fix it. Everyone understands variation, deviation? Any confusions if you have? Anyone who is not aware about variation, deviation, quickly raise your hand. Not aware, raise your hand. I got one of the students giving me feedback, sir. I got it now. I had missed reading iCATS standard glide slope. It's okay. Make sure we don't miss anything in the question, student. This is what the exams are, common sense. Everyone knows what is everything about variation, deviation. I'll give you one random question. See if you can solve it. Okay. Ready, everyone? Write down the question. About the value of variation, mark the correct statement. Question number 4. Okay, mark the correct statement. Value of variation. Mark the correct statement. Okay, whatever. Option, and then you'll quickly think and give me a correct option number in the chat box. Write down the question number also. Okay. Variation cannot exceed 180 degrees. Okay. Has maximum value of 45 degrees west or 45 degrees east. Is 0 at the magnetic equator? Okay. I'll add one more option. See if there's any correct option in these. Be ready, but don't submit your answer. Think about it. Last option you write can exceed 180 degrees. Okay. Remember your training for Earth. Remember there's a diagram near the poles that shows you variation 0 and variation 180. There's a point. Earth. Okay, time now to answer everyone. Question number 4, option A, B, C, or D. Zoom chat, everyone, okay? Quick, quick, quick. Rum line track, final positions, easy questions. You need to know the formulas. So from this topic onwards, whatever we'll be doing next, we'll continue with respect to the ROD equations, a little more complicated sums. Then we'll quickly jump VOR, cross track, glide slope, instrument-based questions that are complicated. And then at the same time, I'll be requiring you to go through the theory and then discuss doubts and see if you require more explanation sessions, anything to do, so that we can plan that as well along with the exam prep. Getting me, students? What the plan is, you have to be proactive, you have to be talking to me. That's it. Nukul, first one. Students, if you don't give me question number, I'll not be taking your answers. Sorry. Because I get confused. And then I need it in the chat history. Whoever has not given me question number, please write your answers again. Usaid Suchita, you have submitted first, but I don't know question number. Please mention question number. Everyone quickly answer. Why is it so difficult? If you don't know, just give up. Time's up. Zoom chat, give me answers, okay? Chat history में रहता है हर सेशन के साथ यार समझो. It is helpful to us. Okay, Said, good job. Muskan, cross check your answer. Jyotsna, good job. Prerit, good job. It's correct. Nakul, it's incorrect. Cross check your answer. I'll not say incorrect, just cross check your answer. Sushita, cross check your answer. So I'm giving you all the correct answer. If you're confused, go through the text quickly. Get back to me with your discussion. Sorry, correction. Alpha. It's not Bravo. I don't know why I wrote that. Where variation? Think about it, students. This my point, let's say magnetic north. Okay. Okay. Let's say this yellow point is my true north. For me, what is variation? This angular difference is variation or this angular difference. True north is fixed, right? So this is my variation. Angular difference from true north, right? Deviation, east or west. East it is. Variation, sorry, not deviation. The value can be measured. They are asking what is the maximum value. Now the same thing, you look from the top view. This is front view. You look from the top view. From the top view, if you see, okay, be very careful. Okay, I'm showing you what's in the text. Students who have never attended this, you will also make sense of it. What's wrong? My circle is not coming. 1 second. Yeah. So if you're talking about top view, so with respect to that, somewhere here is my magnetic north and somewhere here is my true north. Okay, from top view. Maybe this is my 80-degree polar and this is my equator, okay? From top view. So the difference between the true and magnetic is this. From the front view, I could see this angular difference as my variation. So for my aircraft that was parked here somewhere at a lower altitude, they know this is variation for me. Okay. For any aircraft that is parked over here, for them, this becomes the variation. So the variation value will change with respect to your geographical latitude of the aircraft and its position. That's why I refer to those local charts to check what is the variation for that particular route. Generally, it is fixed until it changes. That's why your charts need to be updated. What to do when my aircraft is here? Isn't this a possibility? Think. If this is the case, then there is 180-degree difference between my variation, the true and the magnetic 180-degree. Your variation cannot go above or over this. And this is the place when the aircraft is in between the north magnetic and north true. That's when you get variation 180 degrees. For an aircraft which was at this point, there is zero variation because both are in the same line. First true north, then magnetic north. For another aircraft in the opposite track, zero variation because magnetic north and true north are the same line. But the moment the aircraft comes at this central part in whichever direction, the maximum variation will be 180 degrees. Now a smart chap in the class will say, sir, कौन जाएगा इतना ऊपर? कोई नहीं जाता, ये सब क्यों सिखा रहे हैं हम लोग को? So you should know we fly closer to the poles. Simple. Although your magnetic compasses will give you more sensitive errors, we don't rely on those error-based compasses. We have the advanced compasses. So yeah. See, all of a sudden, from 1/60 and all that, you come to this and you struggle to give the correct answer. This is exam, right there. Only if I would have given you 8 hours to solve the 100-mark paper, I'm sure everybody would have cleared it. So why are we not doing it in 2 hours or 2.5 hours? So we fasten all the process in our mind after having studied everything, of course. Clearing exams, if you have studied the base fundamentals, which is the syllabus, is the easiest thing to do with this approach. Master it right now and be experts and enjoy the success as it comes to you. Follow my instructions for the best of your training students. Simple words. Unable to follow any reasons, give me feedback and we'll improve. Okay? One more question I'm giving you all. One by 60 CDMVT. Be very, very thorough with it. I'll be making you solve tricky questions there. Okay. For these batch of sessions. Give me a minute. Looking for the perfect example right now. No doubts or questions? Anything to discuss? We'll be wrapping up the session shortly right now. If you have anything before I give you the question, by the time I give you the question. I'm giving you one simple question for conversion. Question number 5. Let's see if you can give me quick answers. Convert 80 meters per second into knots. Okay. Your options are pretty simple. 16 knots, 155 knots, 55 knots. Just see if it's possible to solve using your CX3. Anyone getting answers? Meters per second, knots is nautical miles per hour. Two units are not matching. The one meters per second, the other is not nautical miles per hour. Some conversion will be required at some or the other point over and above your CX3 conversion. So if you are using the seconds only, then your conversion will be very easy. Just convert the meter into nautical miles. The value you get will be in seconds. Then how many seconds make 1 minute? Multiply that by 60. 60 seconds will make 1 minute. The answer you get will be your answer in knots. I have got only one answer right now. Okay, that also I have not got. But good. Previous. Chaitanya, question number चाहिए मुझे आपके Zoom chat पे. Question number 4 and then give your correct option. See, follow these instructions. If you don't cooperate, don't follow, don't listen, then you'll not get the best of your training, students. So every step is important. So I'll tell you easy. See, these are trick questions, okay? You'll not get it directly through CX3, but CX3 in itself can give you 30 to 40 questions. Including 1 by 60 or not including 1 by 60, that I don't know. But CX3 in itself can help you get up to 40, 45 every exam. So you cannot miss that. Are they from the simple questions, tough questions? We cannot say for sure. Step 1, convert 80 meters into nautical miles. Then observe 80 meters per second. So multiply answer of 80 meters into nautical miles by 60. Why? 60 seconds is 1 minute and knots answer is nautical miles per hour, like this. It is not that difficult.
So the options.
In the Zoom chat. Options in the Zoom chat. Here are the options. Write the question, students. Always write the question in your notes. You should know because these questions are there in your exam questions from one of the leading textbooks. Similar questions, not accurate. So you know these might be, important ones. So let's try with the strategy I've given if it works. First, we'll go to the CX3, go to meters, press C, and then put 80 meters, and then convert that into nautical miles. I get 0.04 nautical miles. I'm not sure if it is right. But then 0.04 nautical miles have to multiply by 60. Something is amiss. Think about it. Okay, who can explain the solution to this? Anyone can take the charge? Karishma, good job. Nukul, good job. Can you explain? Nukul?
Sir, I first converted 80 meters into hour. So I'll get I converted kind of, so I will get 2800 meter per hour, and then I've converted into knots.
Nukul, I read you two. Voice is not clear. Video बंद करके बोलने का try करो. Chaitanya, good job.
Sir, first I converted 80 meters into an hour. So
Okay.
I'll get the value of 288,000 meter per hour, and then after I'll convert it into in knots.
Very good thinking. Chaitanya, you want to share how you have done it? Nukul, impressive. Very good job. Converting meter per second into meters per hour will make your job easy because whatever you get will be nautical miles per hour. Very good. So, meter per second. 60 seconds is 1 minute and 60 minutes is 1 hour. So 60 into 60, 3600. So meters per second, 80 meters into 3600. If you do, you get meters per hour. Those meters you can directly convert into nautical miles. You'll get knots, nautical miles per hour. This looks like a good strategy from Nukul. I'm trying it myself. You can also try whoever is not getting the answer. Chaitanya, can you try and explain your way how you have solved it? So it's very simple. What I can do with this is convert meter per second into meter per hour. That is 1 second into 60 is equal to 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute, and 1 minute into 60 is equal to 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Okay, you can explain it in many ways. So 80 meters per second is equal in 80 meters per hour. So I have to do 80 into 3600 to convert seconds into hour. Okay. 80 meters per second. So second into hour. So if I do this, I get 288,000 meters per hour. Very good. Now I just convert, I put it into the CX3. In the CX3, if I put it, I go to meter, press 0, press 288,000, enter, and then go to back to that, press unit converter, 155.51 nautical miles, 155.51 nautical miles per hour, 155.51 knots. Directly here also, or see, here also you have speed. Press C, go to speed and see what do you have. You have miles per hour into knots directly. It's not meters per hour. So probably you will not get it here. Be very careful. Otherwise, you will get an incorrect answer. Knots is there. The same if you have to convert into miles per hour, how much will get? 155 knots into kilometers per hour, 287. Miles per hour, 178. So this is not what we got. Remember that. So don't get confused. Using distance conversions to find speed conversion. So the correct answer is 155 knots, which is option Bravo. Simple question, but tricky question. Now we have one explanation from someone saying multiply meter per second by 1.944 because 1 meter per second is 1.944. See, students, there are many ways. Different math will probably have different things. I think many a times I've seen engineering students and nautical students know a few more in-depth proofs to certain calculations that we get from basic formulas. But this is the primary method you should remember because this has multiple aspects to solve, which is logical. Yeah, exams are based upon unit conversions out of logic and using multiple resources to connect those resources and then get your answer instead of directly putting into speed formula. So this technique, seconds to hours, 3600 is the key figure here. We need to get that number 3600 here, otherwise we'll not get the answer. Otherwise, such conversions will be tricky for us in the future. So although whatever other formulas you'll know, you keep it in your book, keep it for a rainy day. You have your own extra resource, but follow this method over and above anything. It's easy and that's why it's more difficult. One more question I'm giving you, the last question for now, and we have to wrap up before 1 o'clock. Please be fast now. And others who are not submitting answers, please don't do this, okay? I need at least 9 submissions or 10. I'm getting 3, 4, 5. One second, almost giving you the question. Quick, okay, do it fast. Aircraft height is 2500 feet. ILS glide slope is of 3 degrees. Find the approximate distance from the threshold. Okay. In bracket, right, of the runway. In the exams, they will not tell you of the runway. Find the approximate distance from the threshold that you can expect to intercept the ILS glide path at. Read the question again. They are saying your height is 2,500 feet on a 3-degree glide slope. Now, at what distance from the runway threshold will you intercept the ILS? Intercepting the ILS means where will you get this perfect plus? So they are talking about the range from the threshold at this particular height. If they would have given you the safe range and then would have asked what's the safe height, then you would have calculated whether you're above or below that safe height, something you have done. The question language is so different, but the answer is so easy to find. So when can you intercept the ILS glide path? Sir ने तो मुझे सिखाया ही नहीं कैसे करते हैं. मेरे को नहीं आता आंसर. How? Think about it. Connect the dots. What is given? What all formulas do you know? Connect the dots. Try to apply it here, see if you're getting answer. Try to apply it there, see if you're getting an answer. Find a solution to a problem. Don't question the problem. Try your best. If you don't get it, fine. At least you'll know the most appropriate answer. Your options are seven nautical miles, 8 nautical miles. And remember what the formula units are. See, there'll always be a catch. Reverse calculations justify the formula. Please mention question number. Please, 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 in your Zoom chat. Please write question number. Karishma, first one to do it. Congratulations. Nukul, very close second. Suchita, very close second. Congratulations. Well done. बस इतना ही है. एग्जाम में लैंग्वेज क्वेश्चंस की बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो सकती है for half of the question. Question number 5 answer I've got. Question number 6 I'm seeking. Students who are done, you're free to leave the session. I'll see you tomorrow. No live class for you all unless otherwise mentioned. Be on the lookout. And of course, regulations, we are meeting at 3 o'clock. जिसका हो गया करेक्ट आंसर वो जा सकते हैं. ज्योत्सना, वेरी गुड. मुस्कान, वेरी गुड. जिसका जिसका बाकी है जल्दी करो. स्टक हो गए हो तो डिस्कस करो. इफ यू आर स्टक, डिस्कस. Others can leave. Okay. I think I forgot one thing. No, I didn't. Muskan, you're done. Very good. No doubts, right? Josna, you are done. No doubts. Let me know. Prerit, Nukul, Chaitanya, and Hemant. Quick. If you are done, no doubts, let's wrap this up. What's happening? Talk to me. Prerit, answer 5, option B. Very good. Answer 6, I'm looking for answer 6. Question 6, answer. Most welcome, Jyotsna. Very good, Muskan. I have your updates. I need to know what's your plan for pending lectures. And we'll talk this evening, okay? Remember that. Nukul, ho gaya? Koi doubts? Hemant, why are you not sending me answer on the Zoom chat? Where is Usaid? Where did Usaid go?
Sir, you're not getting my chat, sir. Like I'm sending it to you every question.
You're sending me on WhatsApp, but I'm
Yes,
not.
sir. I've sent it to you on Zoom also.
I got it. You were very quick to send. Yeah. वापस से भेजो ना बार बार मांग रहा हूँ. It got lost. Very good. Correct answer. Very good, Hemant. Any doubts, you tell me. Be careful and follow the strategies that I'm giving you, students. Very good. Hemant, very good. Usaid, your question number 4 was also absolutely correct. Done. Prerit, Nukul, Chaitanya.
Yes, sir. No doubt, sir.
Very good. Chalo. Prerit, done, right? Any doubts? बाकी आपका हुआ नहीं है? Confusion है
Yes,
बताओ.
sir. Sir, I have sent you in the Zoom chat.
ठीक है. Chaitanya, done? चैतन्य Zoom पे नहीं आ रहा है तो आप WhatsApp कर दो फटाफट. चलो, Hemant and Prerit, I'll see you. So, be on the lookout for the next live class update. And carry on with your progress. Navigation first priority, RT first priority. Matrix, we are beginning, we have that on priority, but you don't put all your legs in the same boat. Or sorry, different boats. Put it in the same boat, not different boats, because we have one shot, one paper, one shot, one paper. That way, we be smart. We have invested so much of time to build this base. Now it's just smart work. We will do things differently and smartly because we have achieved that. So yeah, don't forget that. Don't think you have to do something differently or new. It will be easy. Chalo, I'll take your leave, students. Okay, very good. भाविन थोड़ा R&D करना, research करना, कहीं silly mistake हुई होगी. In the next session, we'll discuss if you still have doubts. You can always replay the session on YouTube for this particular time to see what you missed. That way you can always revise. It's there on the channel under playlist Kilo 23. Okay. Your 50,000 feet is incorrect. It should be 5,000 feet. Then your answer will be correct. Anyway, we'll discuss that. Chalo, put that in the parking lot. Bye, students. I'll take leave.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.